everyone. Well, today, well, we're still staying at home today. Of course, you know, nothing has changed really. But I mean, I think what I'll do is I'll do another video on that, more about the coronavirus update here on Guam. I don't really want to put that on this particular video because this video, what we're going to be talking about is extensions, guys. Woohoo! I know I always do. I have quite a few videos of extensions on my channel already. I have a few. However, I wanted to do, like I did say, because I'm going back to wearing extensions. Yes, I did on one of my last videos. I was wearing my gray wig. You know, I just wanted to wear a wig that day. And so, you know, for no special apparent reason, but decided to wear a wig. So anyways, so, but I still love wearing my extensions. I'm still going to wear my extensions. I'm not gonna stop wearing extensions and going back to wigs full time. I think wigs are more of, you know, every once in a blue moon, every once in a while. You know, again, like what I was saying, my hair is growing back now. And I've kind of made the conclusion that I'm going to be wearing extensions more, you know, my actual hair with extensions a lot more now due to, you know, my hair's growing back. And if I want to have brown hair, well then rock my own hair, right? Unless if I want like a straight look like this one here that's behind me or on the side of me. But if I want like a different color, well then, you know, hey, put on a wig so I don't damage my hair, right? So, but yeah, so anyways, these extensions, I wear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oops, 7, oops, sorry, one more. Sorry, 7, 8, 9. So I wore 9 extensions, and this is all the hair. So look at that. That's for my hair. That's a pretty good thickness. I mean, it's a, you know, and they're pretty good length. I know I did trim a little bit, some of them. So I did buy them when they were 20 inches. Now they are. Maybe some of them are maybe around, maybe a little bit shorter than that. Definitely, maybe some might be a little 16, because, you know, I have them in different layers on my head. And the lowest one, the one at the very bottom, the one that I'm wearing, the first one I put on, this one is the longest one, of course. All the other ones, because I do make them into layers, so it looks better, so it makes it look more unison. Those are shorter, okay, shorter pieces. So yeah, they are trimmed and everything. Hold on. Hi, so sorry about that. My daughter, she pee-peed in the toilet, so my husband and her are gonna go through a drive-through. We have that drive-through coffee shop called Slingstone, so they're gonna get her a muffin, so that's kind of a treat. So what we're probably gonna do though, I know this is totally off subject, but probably what we're gonna do is when it's time for us to stock up again on food, we'll probably go, hopefully I don't know if they're gonna have it, they may or may not, but they would have like these tiny little cupcakes and they're so cute. So we'll use those as also rewards. But until then, until we need to stock up, we're just gonna get muffins. And so, anyways, guys, so that was that. So it's a joyous time right now because she pee-peed in the toilet. So proud of her. And this time, she didn't cry when she did it. So, which is a good, huge plus. Anyways, back to the extensions. All right. So like what I was saying is these extensions are from one of the local beauty shops here, and the brand is called Jazz Wave. And so what I did was some of these extensions, and I'll show you an example with one of them. So this one, the ones that I put on the side of my hair, These don't, this is how it actually really looks. There's no, it's kind of thin, but it works out for my hair. But this one is, yeah, so it's a little thin, as you can see here. So I didn't put, because I did sew on some extra extensions to make it a little bit thicker. So these I did not sew on extra, the little onesies here. I didn't sew extras. And this one. Now this one here is also the same brand, Jazzwave. However, this one came from a different WEF, one of my older extension packets. And so, but what I like about this one, because it is considerably short, but this is really ideal for me to use this one, because then it gives more of that layered look to it. And I'll show you what I mean after I put everything in. So yeah, so this, but it's still the same brand, Jazzwave. It's just from a different pack. And I think this was originally 16 or 18 inches, I forgot. And then I just cut it a little bit shorter after I was using these for a while. So yes. So these 5 are not, were not, how do I put it? We're not, I didn't add any other ones. I didn't add the extra. This one I did, so as you can see how I sewed like one strand on top. And this is really good because it did add a layer of thickness. So if you look at this and then you look at this one, it does look a little bit thicker than this. So you can see me a whole lot easier, as to opposed to here, you don't really see me very much. So it did give me some extra thickness. But before I sewed it on here, because on the roots and I do need to re-dye my hair again, but with the roots, with my actual hair, it's a little bit darker than the bottom. So I did, what I did do is I did dye the root to make it kind of like an ombre, a really dark brown to like a medium brown down here, medium to a, yeah, it's like a more of a medium or a lighter hint of dark brown. So it has that ombre look to it. It almost has a black hue to it, but it's really just, I think it's like a number 2, like super dark brown. This is more like, I mean, they consider this still dark brown. However, it's more of like a medium to dark brown. It's a level 4 and 6. So the bottom part. So yeah, sometimes they still consider that dark brown. Well, the 6s are not, but the 4s are. The 4s are still considered dark brown, but it's not as dark, I think, as a 2. But the thing is, the reason why I didn't get 2s extensions, like I could have had like all one solid color, but the reason why I didn't do that was because I like the definition. I like the different hues of browns mixed together. It really blends beautifully. And then another thing too is that the 2s really look like almost like black. Like, so it's just, it's a little bit too, it's a little bit too black. It's like really close to black. So, and it didn't have that brown hue to it. It looked black pretty much. So that's why I didn't bother to get the 2s. Or I got the 2s, but I think actually no. I'm sorry, actually no, I think they were 2s. I don't know. But anyways, they're definitely, but they're definitely a lighter brown than the top portions is. So I am planning, I did get the hair dye at our grocery store the last time I checked, and this was before pre-coronavirus staying at home being yeah, staying at home, they didn't have it. So I don't know about even now. I mean, who knows? Maybe a lot of people, I don't know if people do stock up on hair dye. I don't know if they do. I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything. So, excuse me, I don't know. So, but I haven't, but when I checked it before, I didn't see the color that I needed. So, so I don't know when it will come back. Who knows? Anyways, and then here's the last one. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going ahead and brushing this out. So that's what I do. I just kind of brush it out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something a little bit different today, because I'm going to see how it pans out. Okay, so I'm going to see how it is. So what I'm going to do is, again, when you have short hair like me, as you can see, I mean, look at I'll brush it out a little bit. When you have short hair like me, you don't want the shorter pieces to show at all. Like, especially, I mean, the top portion will show, but like you're not wanting to show the bottom parts of your hair. And so, as you can see, it has that, you know, you don't want all these pieces to show, right? So what you normally do is, so I will go behind my ear area right here and simply just do almost like a half up, half down. That's what I normally do, but today what I'm going to do is, it's kind of like a trial thing today, is I want to go a little bit lower. I will go behind the ear, and then I will go low. You see what I did here? So it's like very low here. So normally, what I normally do is I will just do the whole half of my head kind of thing, and then tie it up and then put a lot of it on. But what I'm thinking of doing today is just doing the very little piece on the bottom, and maybe do it one more time. So what I'm going to do is twist it, and I'm going to see how this goes. This is kind of like a trial run for me, because I haven't really done this, and I thought it would be neat to do it with you guys, because, you know, I'm always trying to perfect me using extensions. It's never a, you know, a done deal, so to speak. For me, it never is. So I got this little knot here. So you just kind of, oops. Let me brush this out a little bit. And yeah, you gotta make sure, like, if there are any knots, you really, there you go. And the brush that I'm using right now is a really good brush, because it's strictly for thin hair. So now the knot's out. Yay. You want to make sure the knot's out. Okay. So I'm going to just follow what it has here. So as you can see, and it's not perfect, but that's what it looks like from the behind. Okay. Now, let's see. All right. Now, what you want to do is you're gonna still go behind the ear part, above the ear. And then And then go like that again. And because it's relatively thin, what I'm going to do is, let's see. I'm going to do that again. Twist, twist, twist. Again, this is a trial thing. I don't know if I'm gonna always do this all the time. It might be smarter just to not do this all the time, but yeah. We'll see. We'll see if we're gonna do this again. Okay, so here we go. So far, this is where we're at. This is what it looks like from the behind. Okay. Okay, and then, yeah, so far this is what it looks like. Then I would have this one. So what I'm gonna do is undo this again. And then, okay, pull it up again. And this time I'm not going to bother with the whole tying the part again. I'm not going to, because it is kind of thin. So I'm not bothering to do that. What I am going to do is put these on top. Okay, so now I'm gonna brush this out. Now, will this be better? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be any better. But we'll see. Now I'm gonna go ahead and curl the pieces here. And I just kind of like half it kind of thing. Because, you know, it doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't. You know, and then if I don't like it, I can always redo it again. Oops. Now, like, when you do it thicker like this, it's going to be more like a wave. And I think because it's already kind of wavy as it is, so it's okay that I'm not making it super, you know, it still has that nice wave. I could do it this way if I wanted to. I could even curl this if I want to. And there's my little curl there. But yeah, and if I wanted to make it skinnier, for example, I could. So it just depends on what you're wanting. And since I did a skinny curly one, or a skinnier part, I'm going to do that again. See, now it's a little bit. But I think so far what I'm going to do, I mean, I don't know. I'm still kind of debating like how I did it just today. I don't know if I'm going to continue. I don't know if I'm going to do that where I'm going to do a little bit at a time, do that again, or just half my hair. Because the thing is, by me doing that halving my hair, the beauty of halving it, like doing half up, half down, and then twisting basically half of my hair on the bottom. The beauty of doing that is that it cuts so much of time. You know, like here, like, you know, like for me, for example, if I was gonna go to work or something like that, it's not gonna be, it's gonna be kind of time consuming for me, I think. Unless I wake up super early and then, you know, and do it that way, but I don't think that's gonna, you know, me waking up super early, like a whole lot earlier than I usually do for work, I don't think that's gonna actually happen. I mean, I wake up early enough just to get there on time. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? So I don't know if that's gonna work. I really don't know if it will. Like if I can wake up super early. Because then I think I might have enough time to do it all. But, yeah. So see, now you know, it's a little bit more curly now. So, and I don't try to brush it out, because what I'm going to do is, I'll kind of do that a little bit later so it can kind of stay, you know. There you go. So, all right. Now comes the part of where the top portion. So I kind of go a little bit above where like my whatchamacallit, my sideburns are at, like a little bit high above that, and of course above my ear. Then I move this up. Then I measure. Okay, this one goes on this side with the 2 clips. And then make sure like all the pieces. Okay. And then put this one on the opposite side. Okay. Now I just started this just recently. Is that why does that go bumpy right here? Bumpy bump. Okay, is that I started using those little ones, the little onesies back here. So I just kind of put it right here. You can see. And then here's the other one. Put it back here. Okay. Now, because before I would have them up, but because, I don't know, I was like, because it was like, I don't know, with this one, it was really hard to hide this one. I mean, whenever the wind blows, I mean, that's with anything. I mean, that's with, I mean, it doesn't matter how high or how low you're, I mean, you know, if there's wind, of course, you're going to see it. You're going to, you know, and if there's wind, you're going to see the extensions. However, I'm trying my best to really hide it as best as I can. And, you know, when there's no wind, of course, like, you know, you're not going to notice it or anything. Like, you don't notice it, but unfortunately, you know, you could really feel it. And so I might not see it, but I sure do feel it. And I actually feel the actual whiff of it, not like hair over the whiff. So I knew like I needed to try something different. So what I did was I make it closer on top of my head area. And by doing that, you're not going to notice this one. I mean, you're going to notice it, but you're not going to notice the actual whiff too much. Why? Because it's up on practically on top of your head. So, yeah. Right, so, and then bam. And then today what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you how I use my bangs today. Okay. Oh, pretty, right? Okay. All right, so let me take a break from the curling so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. And let me work on these bangs real quick. I can always work on them better when on my hair, but I just wanted to, so there you go. I haven't really used bangs for a while, especially because work has just been really crazy. You know, before this whole coronavirus, you know, staying at home thing. So before that, and I was going to work, it was just like, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. And I just haven't been really using the bangs as much. All right. Now, you know, make sure that, you know, let's brush down a little bit. All right. So what I like to do, I like to do the back first. I like to do the back first only because you know, that's taken care of, and then go to the front. So always I like to focus on the back first, only because it's the hardest part to take care of, you know, because there's no, you don't have any eyeballs back there, so it's kind of hard to, and you kind of just twist a little bit. That's what I do, twist, 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 so I can kind of see what's going back there. And then I want to make sure that I not only do I grab my own hair, as you can see, this is my own hair on the top, and this is the extension. So not only am I grabbing my own hair, but I also have the extension. So when I have the extension with it, it blends with it a whole lot easier. Now I go on the sides. And then now it's the front part. There. And if I'm not happy with that, I can always redo it again, which that's what I'm going to do. Sometimes you gotta make it really tight too. There you go. So there. My bangs. I have to redo them again. Alright. So now, see, me being a lefty, this is where it's a little bit harder. So now I have this side that I have to tackle. Okay. And again, you just kind of have to play with it. So here's the back part, right? So here's my back part. You can see this is what I'm doing. I have the back part here. And then twist it around. Okay. And then here's another one. So now it's getting more to the side. So here, right here. So again, you always want to make sure you get the extension your actual hair, which is here on the top, and then this is the extension. I think this is also a little extension too. This part right here, see? So you want to make sure all that is all in one. So you get that all kind of together. Then I always like to have my extension. I like to have my curling iron like standing up straight up like this, so it's a whole lot easier, because my left side is always harder to curl than on my right side because I'm a lefty. So I have to do kind of like special positions and see, because that curl is a whole lot better. As to if I was just doing it how I would normally do it on this side, that it would not look as you know, glamorous. So here you go again. Here's the other one. So here's the top portion. Here's the top portion right here. Here's my extension down here. And you know, another thing I did not mention on this video is these Jazz Waves extensions really go really well with my hair type. So it really blends in nicely, as to opposed to other hair extensions that I've used in the past. I feel like it's a lot harder for the other extensions I've used. See here again, I'm blending again. See, here's my hair that on top, and then here's the extension that's on the side. Okay? And then just blend it, baby. But yeah, as I've used other ones, and these by far have been the best. Have tried, they're the, you know, the Lexi ones, and those are nice. I'm not saying that they're not. However, I had to work, you know, really kind of alter them to make them look, see, here's my bangs, to make them work for me. I had to, because it does have, see, this is a missing one, so I need a, I had to, what's the word? I had to, wash them, because they have like this special wax over it, overlaying. So once I washed them, it worked better with my extension, worked better with my hair. But because they were, you know, they have that nice, you know, soft feeling to it, it was very hard to make them more, to blend them better with my own hair. It was very, now I'm just going to go with my bangs again, kind of fix them up. With the, yeah, so like it took a longer time for me to blend them better. You know, and on top of that, they were a little bit thicker. So you know, granted, yes, some people are like, oh, the thicker the better. Not necessarily for my hair. It's not really worth it. For me, I feel like I had to do some major alterations with those, because it just didn't go well. Like I had to, with these, I don't have to alter it too much. The only thing I really had to alter really is just, of course, the hair dyeing it to match it better. Sometimes, you know, and you know, with those, like, it's just, you know, like, I mean, I think, well, no matter what kind of extensions you buy, you're always going to have to alter it a little bit. Not too, I mean, you're going to always have to alter it, but you don't want to alter them too much either, you know. I mean, because, you know, you want to be able to use them right away, and sometimes, so there you go. Here's my bangs, my little wispy bangs. So, yeah. So, but like with those extensions, I'm not saying Lexi hair is not good. They're really good hair extensions. However, just for my particular hair, I needed to do some major alterations and stuff like that, just to blend it well. It just didn't look as well as it did with these so quickly. Like all I had to really do with these is just did a little cut them, and dye the top portions of the extensions, and then it pretty much blended pretty well with it. So really it's just cut and dye, pretty much dye and cut, and that was it. The other ones just like, I don't know, it just didn't work. They work to some degree, but I think because my hair, you know, my hair at that time when I was using the extensions, it was regaining its strength again. So I think that's kind of one reason why it wasn't as, didn't blend as well too. I had some portion of it, but the extensions were good, but just not, they didn't fit really like perfectly to my hair. I had to make it work. So yeah, as you can see here, so there's some parts here I'm gonna kind of maybe just redo again, because these look really, yeah, curly. So I'm going to curl this a little bit better. Bam. There you go. Just kind of do a little bit more alterations here. Not alterations, but a little bit more finessing a little bit. So yeah, like once all of them in, and then you notice there's some things that could be like fixed, you know, just go ahead and fix it, whatever, you know, to your liking, you know. So you're noticing there's some here that just needs to be fixed a little bit. Fix it up, you know. So but yeah, and they don't have to be perfect, you know. So now I don't know. So now you can kind of like just, you know, finger it through. I don't like to brush it through, because if I brush it through, what happens is, I don't know what it is, but it kind of like loses its curl. So I don't want to lose its curl. I don't want it to lose its curl. But yeah. So, and then okay. So now what I'm gonna do is put a little hairspray in it. Now the one thing I haven't done, you know, and you're probably like, oh, you didn't use like, you know, the heating protectant like solution. All right, so I actually did. You just didn't see me put it in. What I do is, and you don't do it every day, you do it like you do it 3 times a week. So I use the macadamian, sorry, because of that light. I don't know if oh, maybe it's just a, sorry about that. It's the macadamian, sorry about that with the light, but it's a macadamian professional, company. Product that it does nourishing moisture and leave-in protein treatment. So it's also good for you know, using for heat, when you're using heating tools and all that stuff. So you use it 3 times a week, 3 times in 1 week. And so like you can use it, you know, you of course, like after you wash your hair, you put it in. After you wash your hair, you dry it, then you just spray it all over, and then you brush it, and you just kind of like let it do its magic, so to speak. And then after you haven't, like maybe maybe the next 2 days since you washed your hair, you would use it again. I've used it on my extensions as well to keep, you know, the extensions looking nice. And it helps, you know, so it does help. It actually made my actual hair very, very soft. So I've been using that. And for it's been maybe almost about 2 weeks already, about 2 weeks, roughly around 2, going on 3 weeks, and I really like it. So this is what so I use that. So if you're wondering, like, oh, I didn't see you use any heating, like spray for your hair. I have, and that's what I use to kind of protect my hair and the extensions hair. All right, so this is what it looks like when I don't wear it with, when I don't have like any clips or anything like that in it. Of course, if I was to go out or before I go to work, I would check the back of my hair. So let me see here. And see, I don't really see anything. I don't know if you guys see anything. I don't see anything in my camera part, but see, as you can tell, it looks real, like, it's real pretty. I like it. I like how you see the different colors. You know, it's like different dimension, you know, of colors. So that's what it looks like. And so yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's nice. It's very, very, very nice. And so this is, you know, how it would look if I don't wear anything, like if I don't wear the if I don't wear any clips with it. I've tried this look where you just kind of pin just a little bit here, and then you just kind of pull it back like that, and you just kind of, you know, I mean, you could pin it back here, and then you could like kind of put some of the, you know, your sideburns down a little bit, and then this is what it kind of looks like. And then let me see what it looks like. Sorry, Maggie. So this is what it looks. So it also has that nice little look to it. I don't see any clips as of right now. But yeah. So then this is what it looks like. Very pretty. But yeah, so this is my look. This is another look. Again, I would highly suggest that if you have bangs, I mean, I would not use the little one. I don't know, for me, I think with this kind of look, I would definitely do, I would show my bangs off, only because I think like, I tried it before, I pulled it back, I didn't really like it. It looked kind of goofy to me, or at least on me, it looked goofy. And so I don't think I would do it like that. I just wouldn't. But yeah, so these bangs are, you know, I haven't used them for a while, so I can definitely tell they've gotten longer since I've been wearing them, since I've cut them. So, but yeah, that's kind of like this is my look, guys. So this is the review of these extensions. I really do. I love how my hair has now gotten to be so much better now, and I feel more confident in wearing my actual hair. Again, I love long hair, so I think I'm always going to be wearing extensions. I don't think I'm ever going to just wear my hair by itself. I don't think I ever will, only because I like the long hair. And I don't think at this time, like, I don't think my hair can grow as long as this. It's gonna take probably years and years. I do trim my hair. I don't go anywhere. I don't go anywhere to cut it. But yeah, anyways, I just noticed this is a very long video, guys. So please prepare for this long video. Please make sure you have popcorn, have a soda or something. This is a long video. Anyways, but yeah, so check you later, and yeah, like and subscribe. Bye.